for no so is a court na san remanding my Jenny case, I think to Friday. But I think say Abronye case diversionary taxes. Diversionary taxes for opposition, diversionary taxes for government. Obia diverting home from the major issues. Obia abayo opposition, there's diversionary taxes going both ways. Because tell me why make us say Ghana for your refugees because of Ntokwa Ekoso Sola Tuna Kaba area ho. Ebinum have been forced to flee. You will have Boku conflict, which should be a priority. You divert attention from Boku conflict. 24-hour economy, a major priority area for President Mahama. One also focusing on the Onyada to me focus on because everything is about Abronye. Opposition for no so the biggest opposition, the strongest. And Nankebet menya that I critique some of the things. Because on say part of Tamayatun Siombe the Honkophonians you. Sakumono insure ni ho. Yeah, beto kanye mwema insure for no to say ya increase tariffs are more to be produced. They may have to shut down. These are the bread and butter issues. Boko conflict is starting and you know. And it's still ongoing. We are not prioritizing Boku so that we can handle it properly and end it. Abronye issue need take center stage. And for the first time, Mintani A plus and Yagi, but I agree with A plus. The focus should be on Obia Fayesika Young Cochino. And then that is when Obama age in that age in any coin are prosecuted in terms of social evidence. No way to me, just say because issues, cases about ever corruption involving politicians in Tino. I forget it. Opposition so forget it. We try to say no the prosecutor. Yeah, discharging conform for want of prosecution because attention and Quebec into cases are very important. Because Abronye the Obia who's a political. Because you see, a political insofar as say IGP not to on IGP and Kassayen support the IGP coming. But IGP and Kassayen, the reason why in the long term Yenina pushes say the appointment of IGP must be based on other bodies and a better appointee IGP, not because of the president, because there's an unspoken language, an unspoken obligation. We say it's a the abino or hono epe because IGP was less than 1 year. And said about obetibenya extension of the contract in it, you know, because constitution is civil servants or more pension. You bet me a money for bet me more extension 2 years, another extension 2 years until all 4 years. Into me, I should say, right, who knows why a word or no extension be open. Into even if President Mama and phone call crown friend, and our chief of staff crown friend is a Abronye or betting just to show. Because how is it that one Tessia pan accoutrement? How many coach Abronye? I don't know my baby uncle Boku. I don't do Boku de Moko flow 2 and Coca and the mama. Clearly, this is a double standard issue, especially when even West, extending it to even a handful, extending it to judges, or just say, or checking you when you didn't confront them not once, not twice. On that score, morally, the IGP should not even arrest anybody. You can invite him and caution him to massa. Again, now you know freedom of speech, but baby, I'll connect through. Language now used to know, and yet, careful. I don't know. First time, IGP should have warned Abronye. In fact, all people for Nankasakra should have been the first people warning Abronye. The NPP people should have been the first people warning Abronye. In fact, okay, it's the same way. A Democrat will catch about me, man, you and you. Then you say, mean Suma Abronye, yes, grant us a one Sumano, but the oil, it is appearing, say, a Munipa, because Obian's Abronye, regional chairman. You see, but sometimes who blame me about me, I can now because Abrantiano, I know who dear him for no me at the atem. Abrantiano. Honestly, saying this is one calling it to order. It is all the question about me, concept about me. I should have called the person, or for that matter, MPP for no should have called Abronye to order. Now, if you can know what conscience and to precuse, no, will be a young cochino in the other Abronye, the Oya, Aquaquia, Assem. Eduana ye dua ye no wo. Officially no say we can confidently say Ghana no atemdidie aba part of your politics. Atemdidie aba part of your politics aye, and it's a shame. It's a shame say atemdidie ya ma aba part of your politics. Because Vim Abronye de Kasa to say why would you do that? And what's him? And the fact say supposedly NDC for ni pe bia koye bia anka na hwe no. It doesn't mean say onso koye. Well, inti adene ya diversionary tactics said the nyina American no a diversionary tactics a uye ne hwe a enye ye because I mean this I think that for the last couple of days we've had a situation where we've had this situation Ghana for omo refugees o Cote d'Ivoire Ghana for mo adani refugees o Cote d'Ivoire adana president any fellow Ghanaians about this Cote d'Ivoire for ena hwe yen crofo amaye because ntokwesi parts of Savannah region no ade. And this is not a national issue that ought to warrant a whole IGP in a squad. In fact, there's another one. There's another one. 4 police officers. They've been killed. 4 police officers. I'll come to that one. President Mahama flagship program back. President Mahama major project or Ghana for. And this is a very good project. Meanwhile, this week I can't no. And the idea to me back our project. So why? Because Abronye issue aja attention. And can which is cooperative system of farming. And now Kamboma cumulatively can help improve agri sector. And there's also another issue. A diversity tactics for opposition for government. National service scheme. You saw the credit over 1,000 names. Also. But we cannot talk about it. MPP for our opposition, they are supposed to be the strongest opposition party. And come push a bind for a bind to do the correct thing. Almost diversity tactics, Abronye de occupy. Meanwhile, there's a big contest going on to select the next person. Obey the MPP, obey flag wearer for that matter. Obey Timiama alternative government in waiting to NDC. In 2008, President Mahama at least we will be able to have what options are we getting? A NDC and a MPP, and what are they available a year? Eduma. Nina Abronye issue, I divert attention. Nina Abronye issue, not divert attention. But me the kesiye wo mu pa ma me boko. Any Ghana for na refugees Cote d'Ivoire Any the fact that for a first saying police officers have been shot. IGP and so share what the a friend saying cars one case IGP call boko na no nya wo ka na ka senka e ka kitikiti bin command for no kwa de ba so e ka kitikiti command for na ka san komo de ba so. And so IGP ejani nyina ho anka by nanka we should be having fellow Ghanaians about Boku situation because this is a national situation. Boku de na deteriorate ametumi aba bedu Kumasi. 3 people have been stabbed. Killed in Kumasi, still, you declare state of emergency. Galamsey, according to 4th Estate newspaper, almost say NDC MP, Galamsey, another diversionary tactics, diverting attention, and the Abronye there so. It is their national issues. If you are to say they are no pay no could you talk black wasona, easier for condemn me, easier for attack on Kata. If I who could you talk black? If I who. We won't call for other refugees in other people's countries. We are not posting about it. There's conflict in Boko. You are not posting about it. You are not even going there. You are not dealing with the issue. Israel for kata for music to come and put in a word for them because compare oil busia bia kwa jintina was here yes it said ye ne kata for na ebe ye you said ebe drew on e kopa busia na but chale adebo on many see their politics into me they want to come in but their priorities what happened to Galamsey just before a year to aba the issue of that Galamsey should be declared a national disaster. There should be a state of emergency. Suddenly we are talking about other things. Suddenly, we are talking about other things. The IGP, from next don't be influenced by, say, say amount contract to extend or retirement, for 2 years and another 2 years, President Mahama, vision kesiye di nanim. Ono aba ye no ka kire niam bi obetimi aye ora aka ho in fact Abronye amukoko chichin we awasa mo tia no na President Mahama Croatia ba omia wo sa ayie no omukọ na ka wo ho na ba wo sa President Mahama kwa ka cheze oni Abronye nkasa nya sa e be kwa koche no na de ebe ye no onu krobenu no ho that should have been no mo ko kan che mo report no ma ba omia na cheze ka President Mahama fa hye ba omia kon sa Abronye koso no yesa ene na mema IGP ache no enti na ni awu koche no na chese waka che ba omia na ba omia nkose ntu ni nipa nfo into china there's no excuse for china ya che but the focus of channel should be on aura omo first can omo first can we makoche omo we say the plus can the people have taken teku sempua bring back the money plus interest monkoje na monya kwanchi Abronye case here say whatever happened Nkosiaga it's a political case and said the political case is aye nyina wo Ghana from Koku Anyido there a friend say wuntumi there kosi hwan Kennedy Japo Nkosiaga political case is Nkosiaga opuni kro prosecutor no court 8 years go do nolly prosecutor Nkosiaga so don't waste your time on unnecessaries 24-hour economy na we by now the IGP should be thinking about say yeah my banks go 24-hour economy police for do say na be here yeah my momo for nyina 24 hours the police for say na be here to guard momo for and say ye kumomo no na say hwe kukuba ekoso immigration officer ye koku no ade abeche kumwe state of a friends insecurity state of insecurity any be here ni IGP enye be here any say nani akochi nkofo ochane and all the target is on political opponents mama yahwe bibi yo na ya magana ye politics are too predictable MPP bo bechi NDC bo bechi entuni nyina Nkosiaga na ye wasting national resources na police for na hu na amane adwuma nka by now the police should be doing other things ebe bo omo ko no the police are wasting their time and unnecessary things IGP yesel ye nyina ye kan bi ma me say I'm sure this time me compare dan paricho I'm sure this time I was pushing for you IGP see dan paria change police hierarchy in structures no from region to district besi national am I say bibia dan paria center no headquarters ye nyina ya kan bi ama no aba na waba let us see that the policing is policing. Let us see say policing oh yeah. But man, don't be fixated on say person angry ye ma appoint ye ma a contract ni become no. Because history, legacy and our no. So would you one day cry in office now that your legacy no you'll be remembered by how you led the police service. You'll be remembered by say saying and a police adjuman jiran na so saying a police adjuman improve how well was the police now IGP under your 4 police officers shot dead in Sampa in the state of insecurity in Ghana worsens day by day 4 police officers shot dead IGP my who the same Vim for the same van the same accoutrement for Sampa coaching for no police officers number almost a person almost for here justice. Their life also matters. Koho. You're at IGP. Sampa na kochi omobra. 4 police officers gunned down. Broad daylight. Kochi omobra. Police if one so yere omo abusuafo. Go and bring them. You see. Bokwa semasi and kenye. More politicians cry, you can't even have the to do it. One sign who say I fed you 2 for the mess every day. Unka bokwa semunye. And to kwesi ewo solar area amanko for Johnny Coco. I mean they are not saying I'm a Ghana for now we are refugees. Hey, and IGP, you are not telling us anything. Minister of Interior to Wada, Wanum Brodo Nichizi Ada. defense minister cried him say na bamo wo be fa no koi, but there's an acting defense minister. All of them are asleep. All of them. Yera a year first saying, Okuje to black wako kan kata in Israel for us. Okuje to unwe. The Ghanaians who have become refugees in Cote d'Ivoire. The Ghanaians who have become, even Ghana, foreign students or my stranded because of almost scholarship for Ebasa. Omo on TikTok no more stress. Mama $10, mama $3, mama say. Me from day one, Abronye say ban and because look, I am not a fan of Abronye. Onye madam fo. Men pen star. Said you boom 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 no. I mean, and now no Monday and better and catch them say look, the history of MPP, the brand MPP no nanam judgments and modema MPP no. It was a bougie bourgeoisie party, elite party, a crash for party. You mun diatem. Into Abronye subano anya MPP for typical character. Into omu kebi binchira no. Eno man kan. Jobi am support Abronye, but me say A plus captain very clearly. Here on Sunday pata. Here. It's unnecessary to waste police human resource, police time. Instead of dealing with the insecurity, be protect the police for no. Who chase Abronye? Abronye me say obi obaba betena bontin bi obe and obi anya be man chen bi o sai ni pakro no kwa no onya be ma. Ono kwa no Vim Lady, ono kwa no toothless. And obi tita Abronye, you can dismantle him and make him useless 1 minute. Abronye, you can dismantle him. And also ama intelligence surveillance force of edinechi. Oda mamun treli no. Oko ani etre no on to me nye hute. Abronye na o man AK-47 and now the man pump action. Oda man 48 caliber craft obetimi akokin pa. On to me. Oh yeah, Vimless. Obia oka no ni Vim. Oh yeah, ehunehuna because politics. You see, and I Abronye there now is influenced by the fact that NDC for no mu obia odi atemomo. It's a normal position there. The answer yam po obi onu to be di atemama ye. It's even MPP for no crown we are against the Abronye ye no. It's as if an NDC for obi odi atemomo to there. Mama Abronye so na mo no to di atemsa. That's what is going on. Na ya Ghana youth no ya na yenso yo sorry e di etire no atem di politics e be boa e create jobs e to je mo a because enka by now the youth should be policing president mahama agenda ba o de mai and America no a Greek minister, one of the hard-working members in president mahama man era erikopoko so mo nkoko nkete na ba next month and ka wo youth by now should be asking sikase na mudi shem obi benye bia ya na mo yen region and I say mo yen district. How much? More policy. How many jobs na mo be create? These are the things that you should be checking. Local government minister be catch and national service then by now ask national service for what you kana. How much of sikana mo claim say and that for na no mo no dino have you retrieved? Say can but me the amaya me to me the aye bibia na. Okay, bet me the aye adwuma na. These are the questions the youth must be asking. Obia dwinko Abronye. Me say Abronye or them 100 days ago they will be forced to release because look Martin Pemu case or do Supreme Court account to and Ghana say Supreme Court kasa court in bia wanna see bia is binding on them. Supreme Court say all offenses are bailable. It's not just kokumo bi kra o yado court ebe ma bail but just need no discussion no enti dia just need just to show Abronye where the power light can men them men fan ntum kakra 2 weeks 3 weeks 4 weeks near money bail no coffee. The same kodo. That the issue bench warrant to crime man no crying na Supreme Court say bench warrant no cry. The same kodo. We sam. Emposiada. Yen focus on said ye be build your mind no. Na brochire for no ye pay say ye to so no. They focus on the necessaries. Ye betu nsuo mo. Me say tamabra kontuto ya to ye nsuo mu nyina ye nyansuo. Yenyensuo be 1 week ni ensuo ni wo sakumo no cry the Chris madam for Christmas how many was 2 weeks ni ensuo ni wo e ban so low pressure into to mean say bi grangu politank. These are critical issues. Ghana water for say am too nsuo ma wo to me ma yensuo critical issue ye jai Galamsey say the fourth estate no kwa we he ma me kire mo Galamsey NDC MPs involved in Galamsey fourth estate paper baby ana mana say ye adwuma woro ama mo dem MP no kra picture ba ono yi obi President Mahama order say mo bi anya galamsey no. Ono MP na tumi atro letter akwa command national security for say mumma security na mo guard and crop for no mo ya galamsey. Just say he doesn't even unfair the boss. Outside the akwa galamsey. Me what is the same galamsey Professor Jampo see and declare state of emergency. The same galamsey. See and declare state of the emergency. And so whole NDCMP. Etume nya kukuduro ko catch say ah yeah mumma security ni galamsey. Yeah, the say beg galamsey. The president Mahama can we go galamsey. So give us security, make we galamsey more. Hey. Now opposition for no so anka omo yo omadwuma yi a. E come no mbe check some of these things. No opposition for no so to other. Because anka MPP for contest no mo in the election of the next leader for the party, it should be a priority. Because then the better says President Mahama we had 4 years now, and you see, and it's even critical. The selection of MPP candidates is very critical. Because a year first saying President Mahama 4 years to say 1 year and what you. Yeah, was September, but technically President Mahama will 3 years. Even yeah, critically President Mahama can 2 years. Because the last year the campaign, it's whether a year first saying chief of staff nebedi nadia. A see don't get nebedi nadia, and I recopoku nebedi nadia no. Tension never started. First from this year, say President Mahama to me and Juma between now and 2020, ever say 2027. That's it. Because 2028, they need the whole year now. I'm buying to me shut up for the bear campaign. Now, if their own kind politics, I am that and maybe anausa. Nanado neighbor, Miamu dear. Nanu ya, Nanado slow down. Nanado finance, Nanado finance minister and went last finish a project that would run people or more commercial and Kosiaga. Because when the people form their mind against you, the President Mahama technically has 2 years. 2 years. 2027 their campaign year. Because 2028 campaign year. They say don't get a bonnet there. And we could be bonnet there. Chief of staff be bonnet there. Until the election MPP 4 year very critical. Why the bedi madie? Or issue base. Now issue now has been clouded by Abronye issue. Because for instance, Baumia say a subono mo de bono so no ontua we na ye no kre. Na kasa no nka sentia. Canada Japan so mathematical calculation be akache Baumia nko for find S. If the NDC lose so amount of vote. Now if it took NDC 8 years to be able to recover and no recovery no 300,000 votes the NDC they back can hold. It is about Myanmar lose 1.7 and how many years will it take to recover and increase the vote? And now what's about we need to find S. But you see, I say yes, by a critical question now, you can Japan Busano. But that issue again has been swallowed because of Abronye and Kwan. We see, Abronye issue need and can be before Ankasa crash at him, then should have called him to order. And I'll give the credit to Canada Japan in the team. Omuna shut on cats, Baumia, one call for. But you see, it wasn't Baumia's call. Abronye said, when you call out Baumia, the told money, na Baumia, Caucasian the Jay. And the quite bit to no sanka. Now I also say something because Abronye to the catcher say, Canada Japan, and I started at them the way. Canada Japan, they did camera, started seeing for camera and see a Sony and fire opponents. And to me, so may man of the double dose of what he did. But when you are more and your say you focus on the necessary, Munsabeti form. Munsabeti for Baya Musa 2028 no actually, actually. But more importantly, saying, Kamuba ye more Jume ye in opposition. Said the about buying so would deliver. President Mahama mandate it was specific. All about my very specific job. 128 days or itemizing your mobile. Now 128 days the question, and so no, and you na president to TV. So who does here or could you talk black one? Any former auditor general, the command attorney general. How many of those cases and nobody are court at this week? How many of those cases in and a walk out or making prosecuted successfully? None. So, Entina, you're too a baby and comfortable be we are gold. And I came here and I told you, say, look, the law does not lie in anybody's anus. It doesn't lie in anybody's mouth, and it doesn't lie in anybody's hands. Mudi matem. Me voice ne who no man catch me. Or me ni adajem and sume. Mudi atem. The law does not lie in anybody's mouth or anybody's anus. Any kwachi ye we Bank of Ghana for gold no go. Na no Sami Jem physics say gold o manya no. You cannot just stand up and yell kwachi. Where is your law? Where is your authority? Say I can say law no matter say citizens can effect arrest, and they're specific, and that is even the exception to the general rule. The general rule is a police for nature. Exception is say citizens who bet me achi. Name terms and conditions apply. Say they be American no. Yes, citizens sorry I know akwachi. Unless there's no police officer, and unless Bonene cost right in front of you, what you hear so I was told the common police. It's me say all around those yana. Omo come attend general. Do those son or prosecuting successfully. Zero. That should be the focus. Said the na plastic cam. E when they say focus. Say simple te kobia ka kojibra. Nanka ba stop for boys here na no president akomo omo tractor and the president ayade pa. Yen fa mo nka omo ho. Yen institutionalize no. Se betime an original base cry. Then your region be at ba stop boys be no more adwuma. These are the things we must focus on. And you don't necessaries. Abonye na me say ono AK47 busanso wa to be dana. Old man 47 caliber on to me hwe. And call him and caution him. And IGP invite Baumia and Tia Baumia the Baumione boy in Casa. Invite MPP National Executive say Munamo regional executive ne mun dealing with the issue. And yes sir, mention Western national resources when people are dying in Boko. Over 300 people have died since Boko conflict. 300 people have died. Now say the president Mahama Kasaka, oh, NDC baby asumye ba Boko. Now she Boko na anye ne seno. I say cow. Boko na anye ne seno. Boko anye ne sen. And as I say, so all area oh says I beka one. And conform so akọ refugees. Ewo Cote d'Ivoire no. We have critical issues. We are in a country where four police officers. Imagine say. If Ghana na do aban breso na ka for police officer ye ku o ma e ka onim de gebeti Ghana na ka standard na e double se na do abreso ene ye for police officers ya Ghana o mo down ye ku o mo a nka ban na nka e ka bi ya for ya ma president ma na do pressure sa amo aba be state of fellow Ghanaians yen prioritize the issues e fire ho na yen jai enkwala niema na ye no yenjai niema bi won ma enye necessary baba me fa nko Canada Japan issues no na me fa nko ba mi ase he sa Abronye champion ne Canada Japan asem na omo ka no ono ka sika wa say wa MPP mu a you go shock na on kasa on brage eti ko fofo se ba mi answer usi last me can say honorable by the champion asem o ka te ba mi amfa kaprama no sa language ni there he should have toned down. What I'm saying, I'm spending greater Eastern region. Me Brian the champion, me I'm a sponsor. Obie him say oh sponsor Eastern region. But you bow me at the anything chain. Or no, I say put any no obe say what the honor. You know, obe say what the honor. By Uncle Canada.
I'll be the next president. I'm telling you today, I'll be the next president. Okay.
I like Canada Japan, you know. Hey, and you dear, I can dear. Which you mutan cry, I can dear. Not bad. The church of Canada Japan when your new team members be. That's the first one don't know Mudiagro. I feel I say, oh yeah, you must solid. I'll come to Baumia and I want about me also. He's not sleeping at all. What the heck? Maybe do I mammy to us, mamma? Wow, and the Canada campaign no just no bagawaya cry. But Baumianso responded.
The year Abronye 2024 elections. Sika mitime raise Emma party party no ebi see that ewo your party history. Ebi see that pickups are getting minimum constituencies over the regions, over 300 pickups. And say you see in the constituencies. Say in the constituencies, the pickups are being used. Yeah.
No sika or the man yasem keto pickups, and the pickups are now being used in the constituency. Pickups are now being used in the constituencies. You know, the pickups are now being used in the constituency. I think this is a response to Brian Chapo and also a response to Kennedy Japan. Fire back. That's what Baumia has done. To fire back at them. Fire back at the two people. Fire back at the two people. That's what technically he has done. And the team for no to me Baumia team for they are all those, most of them are those who were part of the government. No? And almost say, look, Baumia ko when yen some fun in Kobe Udeti.
Yeah. Party the nay, yes, I had to say, yes, Sikafo, and the year here for now, here for the party, no, Abronye party, no, Mimika home, the joining Dr. Baumia, I here for the other, no. Tam na ye pesika ye dia ye MPP no enesika for no mo he asama me pesa me kana no aye me wo we na mpo atwa de edi twa ye pesika 1990s na ansa na ye te ye party na ye sika no ade ye de be edu point be 2000 election 1999 no ni ye ni kapreba Mama to see why you call baby, you ever call Pesika, I mean, you're MPP, I buy a party, you're I buy a winning machine. No, sad dependent, no, we are dead day was no money, baby, no one more cap ready. Yadia, you're too sakwa, no, Monte say, you're gay, I do more gather, has say. And any penny be a dean, yes, you're Nibico. But mo yet was the Kafomusia, Mumisa won't say, and son MPP ever win the first election. No, and my madam discover I don't want here. And Bibiaba, a bima for Quabiso, 1 year scary chow, nobody triumph. Let me come here for a party. No, Abronye party to make a home. Dr. Baumia Okaho, I pay that work, Shabrofubi, Okosha, was say, unfortunately. Some of us do not have the kind of money that is being splashed around, just like the rest of you. Me too, more pure. Me ye not be common. We are panakasa. Only says can be. More says can be no. One the only delegate no. Omo ye ni says can be. More musikano. Monfa. Party no. A member. Moja. Any idea yeah. And I say I saw for. And nezo na me da sudi no. Ye no. And yes kasab. Woman said say. Ebi mo adibia ye adibia ye eti mo ma yanso yankwa dibi ye dibi na busubu nibi oman no sikadie nkwa na aba sika oman ni mu sikadie nkwa na aba ne nanse ye kwaye election no mo ba kaya obi bibia wo penti ya brega na ha bre campaign na Dr. Ba obi oye campaign ya the half ni ya the ka apacha amagana for no obi orun kwa ni bibia wo pentira ye wie ya na ye begina say oye kramani if you want to be the president abodam say ye kan wagara ha ye kan se bo ha adasi amodi matra mfie aduodu nan na munim sabe kramani papa we mo hwe de ma na ye no na nsanne program bi okoye no abrochire ye ne abrofo de batra ya muhu na mo hwe me am se bete brofo na me tie papa brofo wote abrofo mu na economics na wo kada say inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un ya fa papa we am ya president wo gada ha ya be bro top
eti campaign no so no ba mi ani ni team no no so ma keke start no yera obi enim the controversial and papa we get him no I don't know to catch man for Baumia, he's also speaking for Baumia, but I don't know baby very quick and I'm going to get him on that basis and now 99 on 1999 okano na Baumia so one 99 no so na Canada Japan so no one it politics no should not be reduced to any starting party no and you have got the get him on the case parties and e chese Baumia ni Abronye. You see, oh, see Abronye party, the young funny party, no. Baumia to connect as a muni say, more one camp. E dina just Abronye atem did no did no muni mumbia na. Assemble on what the cano aside the aqua chicken home. Was uncle pay asama, but again, I'm saying, say, we no. A bit me a diversity tax because issues not say, oh, issues now, when they say you need to do the right thing. Right thing, then they say, more selectively than select the right person. Say, mahama, we are 4 years now. That person can competently, validly continue a Juma President Mama, simplicity. Yeah, no. Obia person onipa ne be adwuma betimi amagana de penny job creation and the boys and girls oh omuni adwuma ye omuni adwuma ni ho boys bebre ni adwuma ye and o mabo asesa na omunenam. People have become frustrated because there are no jobs. Enti the politicians abo pa ma boys here kodi di atem na beji 20 Ghana kodi di atem na beji 1000 kodi di atem bra na beji say, and we cannot continue like that. We can see President Mama a vision which is 24-hour economy, no. And Kenya opposition is solid. That opposition can scrutinize that policy. For them, Saban chair, what no? Saban soon on the right path. What me are bind to do the right thing, so that at the end of the day, no, the people now, yani akosa light to abano will be able to get value for money. Will be able to get value for money. Unfortunately, no, akwakoye way too money. And we trace some IGP ya kochiche Abronye unnecessary arrest. An arrest that MY arrest at the end of the day, no, ebe say come back to the same issue. Ebe come back to the same issue, which is that Obi and Tuminko Jeli, no. Ebe a political case. A political case that at the end of the day, yen Tuminya e woman. You see, it's my careful what we are doing. Mama, very, very careful. Let me read some of your messages. I think a diversionary tactics from the main issuer, and president, able to me aboye na yetumenya solution because President Mahama by no so pentem only time. He has wasted enough time in his first term, and this time no on sign wasted time. So what I say on sign wasted time. MFP problem man, he will not do that, and that is why a lot of people overwhelmingly voted for President Mahama because they can see the vision in their or kind, so eti mami reading more messages in be na Kojo say the right person for MPP is Honorable Ken, case closed on the KTM on the asset or the opener orca or hinena now say or see KTM on the concept no yet you don't worry, allow the man to Ghana someone say law is the law is the law. Well, the law is the law. Mumuka law is the law. Now, what do you understand by the law is the law? The law is the law against Obi Odidi Atem Nano. And the law is the law today against Abronye too. That is what it should mean. It shouldn't mean that the law is the law against Abronye Nkwa, but the law is not the law against other people. Able kumaya nkofo kobo hawa kumsi. Uhu omonim. And when it's on the my croc de John. Yati ya do ma court. Ya convict omu. Ya bo biaka 500,000. What nonsense? What nonsense? Able kumake ne baye no. Azoka ko akotiano okoka so bekum a minority leader no. Ya invite you for questioning. No. If you tell me the law is the law is the law against Abronye, but the law is not the law against Azoka. The law is the law against Abronye, but the law is not the law against Obi Odidi Atem na Yemano state protocol no. The law is the law against Abronye, but the law is not the law against other people no Mudi Atem no. The law is the law against bloggers no Mudi Atem no. But the law is not the law against other people media him for Atem over 8 years na yera you no only police service mu. No only police service mu. Yedi otum for Atem over 8 years blatant crass uncouth insults. Plain insult against Ochene. Oma police mother want to go and arrest. Oma who ankoche. Insult against judges. Threat against judges. Judge sentence will be a custodian. Now watch your back. What you deal with you? And the police mama who ankoche. But the law is the law against Abronye. You both are joking. Munina, you are joking. Munina, you are joking. Now mama politicians more pankosa. Yede ehu ehu ano ye nyine wie mo na mo ya nante mo na aka. And if you people want to encourage the politicians to destroy Ghana etima na start with police force no if you police force e be ba yeso na police force pon ye Ghana down for no na ye ordinary people dey ba o spray it say ntafre no o spray it say entatia ye nyina will go into this is Ghana for you Richmond or say being president is not about you having money or rich ideas or policies. It's not about money. We have the richest president in Africa, but his people are poor. You see, being president or to MPP for it's about say benya obia or what akumapa. And yet about say why in the wusika. What I say? J. George, I say now that the gates are open. 7 to go fire back to neutralize gate Yamon. Well, almost the issue is that Mobema will be papa. Obe boy opposition obe miti president mahama anyone edulo debro you say don't because in NDC so they have about 4 or 5 people who are gunning for the positions 4 or 5 people are gunning Yera Julo Debra very firmly in the race now no research be who almost Julo Debra is more popular in Accra in Eastern region but he's not popular in the other regions you say don't is popular in all the regions Eriko Poku is popular in Bron Ahafo any at the Blue East and Ashanti, but he's not popular in all the other regions. 80% mama so where Jumaye in his back or where Jumaye on a cheaper because the obedi Nadian will also show whether obetimi at what president mama because next and a post because say look nobody said the job was going to be easy and it's true. A Jumana Yadema president mama time I to man no. Jumaye is obetimi in 4 years. Debbie. This say person should deliver. He is not going to be able to deliver everything in 4 years. But the foundation of that building will show say at least we need 2028. It will be because President Mahama delivered at least the core part of Namemonu he delivered. And to deliver 2028 will be very easy for NDC to win. To deliver 2028 will be very easy for NDC to win. But the MPP for I know more work here. No, I'm for say any almost now what time my president I'm failure matter. Yeah, quack or ball, I'm not yet to say Black Stars. They say MPP for I say Black Stars. No, Obia banky on so opponent Mumbai, Yawania Quackoshe. Sometimes one underdog opponent in my Babavish and him say Black Stars no be sharing into a bed or near crowd, Monquania, or that shaman or their coginity. And the MPP should not make the mistake of thinking that President Mama will mess up. No messy up and no the campaign. Do your homework well. A crime business, I think that's the reason why people decide the moment presidential erased them. 9 years this year, no more mundi any we are. Now for 3 years now can any no president Mama Baba face so. And as a candidate in a but you see, that's also going to depend on whether some to me unity. Because when united mo de any where mo we presidential race in Temo, mo we in Temo. And to kwa bi that ba MPP mo no man here. Until you have to start doing the right thing. And it's any about me and I'm in the back so I'm in the back so start talking to people because baby I kono yet. Baby I can and yet and also that's the more reason why na make us say NBC so must also not a man now mom divert attention ko baby mom now and divert attention. Because say the mini abema na no pobo atenkra send me here na all can say wo hwepa niema ekoso a wo hwe niema ekoso kunkuma wuwo yakochi we ya yese serious na ya anso anu ne abema ya big problem that ya anso anu ne because they say as we speak na no impatom de no youth na ho no any police for the just a broad daylight oh military for kwa omusi omunti ase no mo kontokwa yenya omomom nye galamsey na no adomin kwanta entokwa si make us in kwanta so almost like a civil war is going on there in Oti region oh na no another place gbayiri and also so obi koto phone or charge the phone oh pa no makunu boku we are this is serious. You are diverting attention from the major security issues. And they call unnecessary things. Priscilla says, oh, Maninia Hamza Moro, happy birthday, Yati. And potassium, see, if you say arresting lawless Abronye is a diversionary tactic, just use your platform to insult JDM and CO. Now they hear the Yati, if you're Munamian Kola, go and insult. No, dear Munamian Kola. You might over 20 years old, say, Vim Lady, I bet you baby some are going insult you be. Over 20 years, am I a Juma as a journalist? One day, one record ben put artist yes Vim Lady akona no crack or cassette ya we am ya beche no yeah review yeah near be on my yanko yet do tia no etie ni ye don't put ear plugs in your ears and far punching teaching show why name it program no and set your own questions what you say and as also say we are proud of you say we kind of create like other people well we are doing our best Alexander or say Kennedy is the man to handle Ghana and make bold decision about me ade utu say or you too soft and yeah baby e dro no about me onto me nye the ss otu me ye no onto me nye the ss otu me ye no Imano Sako say the NDC made Nanado look like or Dracula. Ghanaians voted massively for them to fix it and then so yo it's mo kasa mo fix na mo nhwe because the mo kan Nanado no say enye no kre Abronye no na say mo de eba eno no Richmond say my kind messages or say my kind messages or say okay mama mbedi atem dem who skip and go anya baby edi atem on the baby fakra na ko who make contributions at asum Facebook is say if you want to do it then why are you speaking as if it's a bad thing Abronye is being held accountable obi anka say a bad thing me say morally no you achiwe so enche ba akofo ne nka say ono kwa ye bone when ebinu ma ye bi awan carry anchomo what you say Peter Amevo say God bless you Peter as some possible the greeting so if John Mahama fails there shall be no political supremacy in Ghana again okay well there shouldn't even be political supremacy politics should be politics a blanco for it shouldn't be supreme the supremacy should be the people supremacy must be the people's supremacy Zigma say okay Zigma also if you are insulting I won't read it Nanama also I say Dr. Abronye Champo is the bold unifier onumom na wo so mo hwe no mo to abama no na we ni de omu nyina obi aba be divide the party no Kofiedu was it Ghana presidency has been turned into lottery man try makwe etu obi aba was say try me and see how sticking to force Almighty God has revealed to me that only Canada Japan can resurrect Ghana's economy and bring back MPP to power again also Philadelphia no dey back Nanaya Shadmos or say some people want to eat with their two hands, can all the way into on their can and on also better manner. I go say, Jenny, I have to listen to you. I've listened to you over 17 years, and I can't remember you saying or talking against anyone, but I remember you have been at the receiving end of brutalities. And yeah, winning case no cry. I always want to emphasize that I took NHIS to court and won the case. Into Obia and the Obiate. Mohammed Abdulaziz Eje Mohammed. You read my message, but Mohammed me who message in time repeat the message. Let me read him out. Second question, listen to some of these people on more platform so or may use language more. I'll just escape them. Florence and Martin or Vim Lady. Vim Lady stop being selective is Abronye above the law. No, Abronye is not above the law. Now branch and so court ne can say and also is not above the law. That's what we are saying. Obi anya above the law. Even the CJ crowns the law and I know. Obi anya above the law. But if you apply the law to A, apply the law to B. If you apply the law to Lede, apply the law to Koko. Simple. The law must be seen to be done. Justice must be seen to be done. Because just I would say what is happening in Sampa. Yakum nipa ho. Police officers 4. Any agani or more down. Menuni Sampa. Police officers 4. IGPC are not the only who yet. We are still waiting for the IGP to respond to it. But I say, if you are doing a good job, keep it up. Yeah, that's it. Mami Araba, or say, Madam Way, who else have said anything close to what Abronye said? Oh, Pato, Madam. I was once here now. I have for cry you matem. Na me promise ya kaya de mase. Oh, mami, I say, Nana, I have for 1 week. Madam. Oh. IGP no be anya that but ahim for akese credit or matem but don't close. Frederick Enimboate say please when are you coming back but your Frederick Busamikuno why Kwajo Safo na say Ken we trust on no one ebeto e dia ma no ba omiane na ade e omo forget it. Richard say good evening Vim. Richard good evening to you too. Atioku say nature stands with Ken, the spirit of Ghana stands with Ken. Obi en one mo beti me change Ken the destiny. So no nobody president. Sam Nicholas, or see if they like it or not, arrest all of us. So we will speak our minds. Simon Ganja, or Vim Lady, good evening. We are waiting for MPP to come to power again. Well, I know it doesn't depend on you. It depends on 17.5 million Ghanaians. It remember 17.5 million Ghanaians. You have to convince all of them. Intimate now them no one say. Richard Eliason, or say Abronye said IGP is corrupt. Well, and prove it by evidence. And you know, and I make a say no, a political talk. A political talk. That's Abronye for evidence, but I want to be for evidence. Sometimes when people are doing politics, watch a you can see when people are talking without evidence. You can't Abronye for evidence, don't to me for but a political talk. What I say, Say the Abimuko and maybe obviously Dr. Koko attend the citric acid, you know, meanwhile, citric acid, lack of knowledge. Say, Simon, my kind message, you know, Eliason, Jason, I say Abronye is fighting for Bruno region minister. Are you? And you don't want action on just a Bruno minister and baby, Yinana. Belfast, I say Mahama has nothing for Ghana. You can set Obia free. But Abronye de o chino. Kwaku edu pako was if I wish you the best. Pa eduma oye ama Ghana. Linda don't say were you not in Ghana when 8 people were killed in an election in Techimai? Yes. Now 8 people were killed. Mahama de kokumomo and I say kufa ne kokumomo. Eno IGP modem katata Kwabena Frank or say no redemption. Inti Ken in the betimi agie amaye. Benjamin, or say, I love your program if you are Benjamin Yadasi. You don't chew say, I love this show, pa. Dr. Reynolds, to those who insult are outside the jurisdiction. What are the laws to get them arrested? Can you educate me? Oh, Dr. Ren, yes. Outside the jurisdiction, because Ure said, Kenofoya is outside the jurisdiction. And to special prosecutor to me, Interpol, someone is a person of interest. And to the fact of being outside the jurisdiction, it doesn't mean that he cannot be arrested. You can give the person to Interpol, the person can be brought. A reality is also one jurisdiction. Until you're joining you and you're joining Interpol, you're joining international institutions, so that if people commit offense in other or maybe more, they cannot run away to other regions. Unless that there are specific countries, for instance, some of the UN, treaties, they are not signatories to it. For instance, Qatar. Non-extradition treaty with some countries maybe are almost signed. And to be Janeko, I want to make a fan. But in some countries, most countries, Interpol can bring them. Into Dr. Ren and Obi Kunukwa about to miss you no. And also he address the person will be served. There's a process to it. And then there nobody can hide. Abdul Nasser, Ahmed, I say I'm watching you from Dubai. Kwame next Ken all the way, also another Ken and an auto. Nothing can change his mind. When Belfast or Vim, don't mind them pa preaching truth now because to preaching. Kofi Adu say instead of you guys to listen to wisdom, you are here insulting her. Kofi Adu and how mommy we insult no can me so I will just skip because it doesn't affect my salary. It doesn't affect what I no 20 something that you have endured for 20 years. Duguyani, or say why should IGP not arrest Azoka, but skip Azoka and arrest Abronye? Hey, IGP. Oh, somebody po say, don't stop doing what you are doing and go and do your qualities. You are okay. My name there. Oh, you know. I can say your name, sister. The current administration is the beneficiary of the insult. Internet so be so fine insult. Maybe so they more and they more George entry say you are very educated, Stefia. Boss, thank you. Still that you should become home. Solomon Mbasi MPP have bananas and apples to convince monkeys instead of using the bananas to. They say they will use apples. Majority of Ghanaians say that Ken and Omope. Most of them use Kena. Elizabeth Asana. This is Mama Ness of Tema. Old Adam FM Music Power. Yeah, was some lawyer if will be Mr. Lutu Auntie Elizabeth. Elizabeth Asana no Pacho. Good evening, Mama. Good evening, Pastor. Where dear. George entry my camp. Farouk Osman say, Vim, good evening, Michelle from SS. Good evening, Farouk. Alomash, Boga. So nobody says you shouldn't speak your mind, though. No moment, and only at the Abronye, walk across a line. Steve Kojo Safo say, I'm advising my senior brother to resign from Ghana Police Service because IGP Jumano protect your life. Omar Abbas, Steve, please tell MPP supporters that hypocrisy in yet. Ghanaians are witnessing and enjoying the good government. MPP never and a good government under Mahama. The MPP they never again. That's what he was. You can do that in your house. Say Antitiwa, that's your business. Simon Konja also Ken all the way. Ken all the way. Mami Araba say Captain Smart was arrested. Bobby Amsa was arrested. Ohinibo Ama was arrested. You Robert Kopisa Akodi say Ken is not the right person for Ghana. Baumyamum and the right person for Ghana. Peter Kodum was if you I like your program. No Ken, no vote. Yes, Sam Nicholas was if you we dare your back. If you are still Abronye, is still Abronye. Keep mpacho Abronye yene nya munka sa Abronye yene. Me say oko overboard. Obi papa, IGP no so obi papa o. Obi kunu. So to make am you corrupt. And IGP obi a sebi o ni nyansa. Obi a sebi o I mean word ni bi wa me crowd who dey second crowd to me I cannot repeat. Politics yanya careful o. So obi ye na no America na yesi nya. Ene so nya. All I'm saying is that children have a problem. But nobody is saying Abronye language no use on IGP is right. No, IGP. Oh, me papa. So, enye. Now to me, said to me to say IGP quoi. Say, hey, ade. Nanti at least age now what do no bedroom hobby. Me say me na no me why no be be can say that lumba be wood to so train because wakwa ko bo jantran. I condemn it la chale. One way now age na IGP that lumba dun kwa. Wan do ho. Yen kasa sa o. Hwe. Ya so many yen say akatifo tiatia. Edi bo ayenye with society na wo made. Abrofo no cry so mu ni amamre. Niam bi wa they don't do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you see Vim Lady o. Paul menu say freedom or see Rotterdam no say if you keep the fire burning pa assembly no kra no ana waka no. Kra says Vim Lady trust me and mark my word today Ken and ebe wini obe cross beyond the mark na ehia say or cross no kra. Facebook is look at the things Abronye said about Mahama himself. I don't even like Duncan Williams but see how he spoke about him yet. But before Abronye better Duncan Williams I already then I know Abronye bi so America so can be for Duncan Williams di na tem de ne ba yare cry challenge yo ade o man enyo baby ejo man ko no enye ye na ye maame mu nyina tete ye free fie ko JSS ni ade nyina ye tuyefo ne ma bi wa we don't do but you see and I say obi kan na no manka into obi kan ne na akọ kape na ye say hypocrisy. Yang ma or mind your values near principle because see Ghana can go by your values and principles near be hold the Ghana. Ya ko baby ya busa say we Ghana ni. Na America for try salute. UK for try salute because they know the Ghana for there's a special kind of values that we have. We never change those values. We don't compromise on those values. And politics should not be the yardstick. You Trinidad as many idea start here make me ba okay FM despite media for the first time I can't Trinidad Jonas I say oh di matem and Krofoya and mo defendi mo supporting mo di matem oh no Trinidad Jonas to me that who is this woman can you imagine say who am I me a ebi kwa me ni akuma akura no me ni akura akuma no and so that is how it started. Sa Trinidad na call America ni wo sa nene Abronye so na Abronye to me use language say ma IGP Abra wo papa ni IGP a sebe ne ho atete kranka wo betwa ne salute ade on manye ba me am against say wo be che no because na no IGP o no bi ba ye ne man no ye born powder edne kotna AU village man vice president accommodation ban security. On what moral, me can't say legal. On what moral grounds are you arresting Abronye? Obi baye ma born powder. On what moral grounds are you arresting Abronye? Yenhwe bibi yo Ghana. Yenhwe bibi ye pa. What you say? Yo. I say Abronye we say yembusa IGP say what message IGP say what message do they have for Ghana for in 2028? What message do they have for I say when you criticize Abronye, remember ni nuaba akono wa America. Makacho sa hadi yembo ni because obi odi attempt there. Yembe back to ye juma we ache. Richmond or say Vim Lady. we are in this same country. His Excellency, the president today called Nanado any NPP thieves during the campaign. We all heard them. Well, I know they are political talk. President Mahama was not insulting anyone. A political talk. What I said, no, don't make an issue out of it. I just have to say, catch IGP or China, Sampa, uncle. And I may say, maybe I'll have to come and apologize to Madame Paré. Maybe I have to come and apologize to Dampare because Dampare and Kwadru Sampa. For all police officers have been gunned down, I may have to come and apologize to Dampare. Because IGP, the way you support it, you condemn Dampare done police service photo shop. They be done photo, and we condemned him. But the you're careful. You're very, very careful. You're careful, pa. I was say, and I can see and check because the issues, no, but minor was it. You're trained politicians, not doing no more focusing on it. Now the person who focusing on it and the IGP, I catch and say, the idea here, as an idea fatter. Men say, well, legacy, because you why you do not check who and Munyam. Obia supported me. I supported you from day one. Oba changes how you started on my regions, command me here, Juma, district, command me here, Juma, me salute to my, but I had the IGP. Oh, yeah, man, I'm disappointed. You focus on Boko, you focus on Sola, you focus on a Sampa, you focus on the people, the insecurity, immigration officer case here, or court, I can. Police for the prosecuting under the Attorney General Department. Police for investigation, we go see the woman solid work. But we need to prevent the killing before the cases in the court. IGP hold yesterday, patrol. Udina wajenu for said Dinis, we believe in your competence. Pame my sense form. Uma Abbas Stefia, Uma Abbas, your message here. Better miss go too. Or say if you put Baomia and Canada Japan in the Zongo community, full only for or say Baomia will still lose. We the NDC are waiting for him in 2028 because you're better 20 Mama, Mammy Araba say Captain Smart, yeah, Chuomo, Bobia, yeah, Chuomo, Oliver Munina, yeah, Chuomo, inti Obiaso is not above the law, okay. But Omo yeah, Chuomo because Omo did atemana. Were they arrested because they insulted or they were because of other things? I could say, Janice, I don't like the actions of Abronye, but arresting him literally is selective justice. This is my position. Say, Adi Abronye and Obiakas or Adepa or Boa, then you pack no crown of Besoka. But Chena or Chenono, Sahara resources, no, we can use it for Sampa. Sahara resources, a bit me issue of Boko. Boko be charging the phone Kakania Kuno. Charging the phone Kakania Kuno. Ah, it's a